sins. Deceit. Destruction. Pride. Greed. Payback. Hello everybody and welcome back to Cracka's Creations Network. My name is Jared aka Corn-Fed Cracka 93 and welcome to WWE Payback. This match is scheduled for one fall and it is for the United States Championship as our resident superhero right here, Neville, takes the ring to face The Undertaker. Neville, the former United States Champion, looking to overthrow The Undertaker here tonight and walk home with that United States Championship one more time. But of course, Undertaker not one to take lightly, as he is the dead man. He's the man with the 21-1 streak at WrestleMania. Looking to make an impact here tonight and retain that United States Championship. The dead man, The Undertaker, menacing entrance as he looks to defeat Neville. And the prize in this match is that right there, the United States Championship. Undertaker holds, Neville's competing for it. And here we go as we get this match underway and the bell rings. These guys lock up in the middle of the ring. Undertaker pushing Neville to the corner here. This is for the United States Championship. So both of these men are going to look to be on point, as that's a clean breakup. Both of these men respect each other here in this match. But there's one thing that respect does not hold, and that's a want for a championship here in the WWE. As Neville has Undertaker down now with the right hand there from Neville on the already downed Undertaker. These guys lock up in the center right here again. Neville with a headlock, taking him over right here as he's got Undertaker right where he wants him. With a right hand. Neville looking pretty good against a dead man here tonight. It's a dead man with a huge clothesline there on Neville, though. And a stomp. And another stomp here on Neville, the Undertaker, the veteran here in this match. Knows what he's got to do to get the job done, as if he can do it. And Neville doesn't read his actions. That might be the end of the Undertaker's streak as United States Champion. The Undertaker get caught back with a huge Hurricane Rana right there from Neville. Thank you guys for joining me right here on WWE Payback as we have lots of action here tonight. As Neville right there with a moonsault going right into the pin. One. No, Undertaker kicks out before the 2 count. But like I said, lots of action here tonight that you're not going to want to miss. This being one of them, the United States Championship match, as Neville has Undertaker up right now and hits a huge brainbuster there on the Undertaker. Still to come in our main event tonight, we have the CCN World Heavyweight Championship match as Daniel Bryan takes on Roman Reigns to determine the new CCN World Heavyweight Champion. And along with that, we have a CCN World Tag Team Championship match as well, as the Primetime Players will face Los Matadors to determine who will walk away as the brand new, first time ever CCN World Tag Team Champions. What a match it's going to be, and what a fun tournament it was to watch the whole way through. The Primetime Players and Los Matadors, of course, making it to the finals. And that will be determined here tonight of who becomes the new CCN World Tag Team Champions. Has a huge elbow there from Neville now. He's still going back and forth. It's Neville now getting taken to the outside here. The Undertaker staying right on him, though. The veteran instincts of the Undertaker staying right on top of his opponent, as Neville now throwing Undertaker right back into the ring. Neville trying to stay right on top of Undertaker still. As Neville taking Undertaker to the corner here. Not a good place for Undertaker to be, as Neville from the second rope, right on the shoulders of Undertaker, and takes him over with a huge Hurricane Rana right there. What a move, as Neville going right into the pin here for the 1, 2, no, and Undertaker kicks out before the count of 3. Huge move there from Neville, though. Taking the Undertaker over there and snapping the head. Neville still maintaining that control, though. Undertaker, though, reversing, taking Neville into the corner. Neville ducks out of the way from that clothesline, but catches a huge big boot there from the dead man. This match has been pretty much back and forth action. Both of these men neck and neck here in this match, as the Undertaker now picking up Neville. The Undertaker setting up for the clothesline here on the Neville, and he hits it. The Undertaker hits the clothesline, going right into the pin. 1, 2, no, and Neville kicks out before the 3 count. This crowd letting them know who they like, and that is the Undertaker. They're chanting right here. Neville also a fan favorite as he takes Undertaker over with a huge Frankensteiner there. What a move, as Neville now going to the top here. Neville not leaping off the top, though, as Neville rolls the Undertaker over and heads back up top again, getting the Undertaker ready for the Red Arrow here. That's Neville coming off the top. Wait, Undertaker catching him in the Tombstone. Undertaker hits the Tombstone on Neville right there. That could be it right there. As you see, Neville is hurt. Going right into the pin, but too close to the ropes, as gets a rope break right there. Huge clothesline from Neville, though, taking the Undertaker out to the outside. As Neville inside the ring here, waiting for the Undertaker to get back up, as Neville regaining a little bit of momentum here, regaining a little bit of stamina, as Neville leaps to the outside but misses the Undertaker and takes a hard fall to the floor. I will remind you that outside on the floor there is very little padding out there, so when you land, it hurts. As the Undertaker here wrenching that arm of Neville. Undertaker looking to stay right on Neville with a huge right hand there to Neville. The Undertaker just beating down on Neville on the outside after that costly mishap there. Another huge right hand. Reversal from Neville, though, as he swats the leg away, and a huge drop kick to the knee, taking Undertaker out. That might cost him, as we're at a 5 count right here. And a 6 count. A 7, and the Undertaker rolls back in before the 8. As now the Undertaker getting taken up top here with a huge brainbuster onto the Undertaker once again from Neville. Neville staying right on top of Undertaker again, taking Undertaker to the ropes right here. As Neville with a huge clothesline, taking Undertaker back outside. Wait, Neville setting up for this suicide dive right here as he hits it, taking out the Undertaker. What a move, as we see the replay right here, taking out the Undertaker with that huge move. What a match we have here, and I will remind you, it is for the United States Championship. So both of these men are going to give it all they got to walk out of this match with that championship. Undertaker, though, laying outside the ring, hasn't stirred yet. As Neville is back in, just waiting for the Undertaker to get in. We're at a 3 count, and Undertaker gets in before he counts to 4. Neville now with an Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and a huge boot from the Undertaker. Reversal there. Undertaker takes Neville back into the center. Neville with a huge backflip there and drop kicks the knee of the Undertaker. Looked like the Undertaker was going for a back suplex, and Neville with a huge backflip to reverse it there as he hits a huge standing corkscrew moonsault there on the Undertaker. Heading up top. The Undertaker does not have anything that he can do here. I don't know, and he rolls out of the way. Neville hitting hard on that mat right there. Undertaker just swatting Neville around now. Undertaker playing it cool here, but he gets kicked off here by Neville. Neville looking for a huge move there, misses a little bit, but still grapples Undertaker with a huge Hurricane Rana right there. Slowing this match down a little bit was the Undertaker, but Neville still trying to keep it fast-paced. Neville with a huge Hurricane Rana going right into the pin here. 1, 2, 3. No, and the Undertaker kicks out before the 3 count. What a try here from Neville as he takes Undertaker up again for another brain buster here, and he hits it. I believe the Undertaker is busted open as Neville now going up top again. Neville looking to come up from the top. I think he's smartened up that time. He's had one too many mishaps from the top rope, and he comes down off of it. As Neville with another Hurricane Rana going into the pin here for the 1, 2, no, and another close count there. But Undertaker once again able to kick out before the 3. Neville now taking Undertaker to the corner. Neville with a kick to the back and a huge clothesline to the chest of the Undertaker, taking him down. Neville just trying to gain some momentum here, trying to catch a little breather there. Both of these men are exhausted in this ring. Neville here bringing Undertaker into the center of the ring. Neville with a huge power bomb, a sit-out power bomb going into the pin. This could do it. 1, 2, 3. No, the Undertaker kicks out just at the 3 again. This match still goes on as you see Neville with a wild punch there. Connects on that one. Undertaker with a reversal taking Neville to the corner. The Undertaker taking Neville up to the top rope here. The Undertaker looking for something big here. The Undertaker has Neville in his grasp. Neville taken down with a huge suplex there, and Undertaker covers for the 1, 2, 3, and the Undertaker does it. The Undertaker retains his United States Championship here in this match tonight on WWE Payback. The Undertaker victorious. As you see this huge move early on as Neville from that second rope hitting that huge Hurricane Rana on the Undertaker. And then tries for the pin, but it was not enough to pick up the victory here for Neville. As Neville pretty much kept grounded here in this match, was unable to hit the red arrow. As you see Undertaker right here with this choke slam early on in the match to Neville, taking Neville down with that choke slam. Going for the pin, but it wasn't enough to pick up the win against Neville that time. As you see Neville right here. This is where he decided to go up top. Was not a good idea because the Undertaker getting up and catching Neville in this tombstone right here. The only tombstone we see in this match. As the Undertaker wasn't able to pick up the win with that due to a rope break. But this was the move that would do it right here from the top rope. This huge superplex from the top rope from the Undertaker rocked Neville, and it was just enough for him to get the 3 count here for the 1, 2, 3. Undertaker retains here. At WWE Payback retains his United States Championship as the Undertaker continues his reign What's in store for The Undertaker next? I guess we'll have to find out as The Undertaker raises his title in victory here. Hey, wait, what's this? Wyatt in the ring, Undertaker down. What happened? The Undertaker celebrating his victory, retaining the United States Championship. Wyatt's in the ring now. Sister Abigail on the Undertaker right here. Bray Wyatt taking out the Undertaker right there with the Sister Abigail. What just happened? We don't know what just took place right there after the Undertaker's match. But Bray Wyatt coming out here and just took out the Undertaker with the Sister Abigail, sending a message of some sort to the Undertaker. It's time to move on though. Nikki Bella making her way down to the ring. This match is scheduled for one fall as it is for the Divas Championship, as Nikki Bella looks to retain her Divas Championship that she lost back at Extreme Rules, as she faces Natalya here tonight. What a match this is going to be. Nikki, one of the longest reigning Divas champions. We'll see how she fares tonight as she faces Natalya. Natalya, the current Divas champion, making her way down to the ring to face Nikki Bella here tonight. What a match we're going to have here. That's the prize here in this match, that Divas Championship, as the ref holding it up high. And here we go as the bell rings and we get this one underway here as Natalya right on the offense here to begin this match with that huge knee to the head with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella coming back with a clothesline, it looked like, and gets taken over with a back body draw. Misses the kick, does Natalya. Nikki Bella with a bulldog right there. Nikki Bella, the former Divas champion, until she lost it at Extreme Rules. Now she's looking to try to reclaim it back here. She takes Natalya down to the mat right there. Natalya looking to send a message that it wasn't a fluke victory for her at Extreme Rules. And she looks to retain that title here again tonight. Is Nikki taking her down with a huge move right there, sweeping the leg of Natalya. Nikki Bella now taking Natalya up with a huge atomic drop, dropping Natalya to the mat right there. Nikki Bella looking to capitalize with a huge reversal from Natalya here. Natalya now taking Nikki up with an atomic drop herself and dropping Nikki down to the mat. Nikki, though, coming right back up with a right hand and a drop kick to Natalya. Nikki Bella wrenching those arms back of Natalya here, trying to wear down the Divas champion. This is Nikki staying right on the offense, but Natalya powering out right here with an elbow to the gut of Nikki Bella. Another punch and a right hand. Natalya fighting back with an elbow to the back of the neck. And a huge clothesline there from Natalya. Natalya looking to capitalize with a huge elbow to the leg of Nikki Bella. And a leg drop. Natalya now rolling Nikki over. Natalya with a knee into the back of Nikki Bella. Natalya looking to capitalize off of this momentum she has. Irish whipping Nikki to the corner right there. Natalya with a huge kick to Nikki Bella. It's now Nikki Bella shoving off Natalya here, looking to gain some offense as she Irish whips Natalya into the corner. Nikki Bella looking to gain something here. She goes up to the second rope with a huge bulldog off the second rope to Natalya. Nikki Bella taunting now. It's Nikki Bella with an Irish whip to the ropes. Natalya bounces off, looking for a huge back suplex there from Nikki Bella. that huge impact you heard right there from that huge back suplex. As Nikki Bella now taking Natalya outside the ring. Nikki Bella picking up Natalya now with a huge Irish whip into the barricade. It's Nikki now putting Natalya back on the barricade. Natalya reversing with a forearm shot to the back there of Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella now getting taken up with a huge back suplex there. Natalya looking to capitalize now. Nikki Bella with a kick to the gut. Irish whipping Natalya into the barricade. Getting taken over by an arm drag here though. As Natalya now sliding back into the ring. Nikki following her back in. Natalya taunting, but Nikki Bella with a huge clothesline taking Natalya into the corner. Off the distracted Natalya there. Nikki Bella now to capitalize. She takes Natalya back outside the ring, over the top rope and down to the floor again. So Nikki Bella now looking to capitalize off this little breath she got here as she throws Natalya back into the barricade. Nikki Bella propping Natalya back on the barricade as she hits a huge Irish whip and her back lands great on that barricade right there. Nikki Bella now putting the boots to Natalya now on the floor. Nikki Bella slides back in here. Natalya sliding back in after her. Forearm shot from Nikki. Punch from Natalya. Drop kick from Natalya now fighting back. As Natalya now setting up for something big here, but gets taken over by a fireman's carry there from Nikki Bella. Huge kick to the gut. Nikki now sweeping the leg and just dropping Natalya to the mat right there. As Nikki Bella now looking to capitalize. A boot to Natalya's head right there. Nikki Bella lifts Natalya up with a huge spinebuster type move there on Natalya. Going right in for the pin for the 1-2. Divas Championship on the line, and no, Natalya kicks out before the count of 3 there. It's Nikki Bella now looking to keep Natalya grounded. Nikki Bella now setting up for the Bella Buster right here, and she hits it on Natalya. The Bella Buster hits. She can capitalize off this. It could be it as Nikki goes in for the pin. 1-2. No, and Natalya kicks out before a 3 count. What a match here as the Divas Championship is on the line. Nikki Bella with a huge clothesline on Natalya now. Is Nikki looking to capitalize here? Picking up Natalya. Turning her around. Setting up for, I know, the rack attack here from Bella. Nikki Bella with the rack attack on Natalya, and she hits it. This could be it here. She can capitalize off of the rack attack. Nikki Bella will have this match. Nikki going right in for the pin here for the 1-2. No, Natalya kicks out before the count of 3 again. Kicking out of the rack attack here. What more does Nikki Bella have to do to Natalya to pick up the win? Natalya now, Nikki up with a huge double arm spine buster right there to Natalya. Going right into the pin once again for the 1-2. No, and Natalya kicks out again. Oh, and that huge kick to the side of the head there of Natalya now as Nikki trying to regain the Divas Championship here. Irish whipping Natalya to the ropes, bringing her right back here with a huge spinning backbreaker there. Nikki Bella now taunting Natalya. Now just toying with her as Natalya gets up though with a huge clothesline from Nikki though, knocks her back down. As Natalya taking Nikki over with a fireman's carry now. Natalya with a huge backbreaker of her own. Natalya going in for the pin here for the, no, not even a 1 count, and Nikki Bella can kick out. Both of these women giving it all here in this match tonight. As Nikki now taking Natalya over with another huge leg move there. Nikki Bella on the second rope. Coming off with a huge splash there on Natalya. Nikki Bella looking for the kick here, but Natalya caught it. Sweeping the leg of Nikki Bella now. As Natalya now picking up Nikki Bella here. Natalya with a huge spinning clothesline. That'll do it if she can capitalize. Natalya going right in for the pin here. For the 1, 2. No, Nikki Bella kicks out before the 3 count. Still alive in this match. Nikki Bella fighting for that championship. Nikki Bella now with a Bella Buster there on Natalya. The Bella Buster, and now Nikki looking for the huge rack attack here. Nikki Bella got Natalya up for the rack attack here. Nikki hits the rack attack. That could do it right there. She can capitalize on a pin. Natalya's Divas Championship is in serious jeopardy as Nikki pinning 1, 2, 3, and Nikki Bella picks up the win here. And Nikki Bella is your new Divas Champion. Capitalizing off of 2 rack attacks to Natalya. What a match as Nikki Bella is able to pick up the win here. With this huge double arm spine buster right there, taking Natalya down. And Nikki Bella with another one of these double arm spine busters right here to Natalya. And the rack attack is what did it here as Nikki Bella with this huge move, taking down Natalya. That would do it as enough to get the 3 count as Nikki Bella is once again your Divas Champion. But up next, we got the finals for the CCN World Tag Team Championship Tournament as the Primetime Players face Los Matadors for the brand new and their first time ever being crowned the CCN World Tag Team Champions. Which team will prevail next? And here we go as we get this next match underway here. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the brand new CCN World Heavyweight Championships. This is the tournament that both of these teams had to go through in order to get here to where they are right now in the finals to compete for the championships. To be named the first time ever CCN World Tag Team Champions. As Los Matadors are in the ring now as we await the arrival of the Primetime Players right there. What a tournament it's been. Tonight culminates right here as we name the brand new CCN World Tag Team Champions as the Primetime Players make their way to the ring. And there you see it, the brand new Tag Team Championship titles revealed right there. Being held high above the ring. You've seen them there for the first time. As we get this match underway here, as Titus O'Neil now has Diego up on his shoulders with a huge Samoan drop type move there to Diego. As Titus O'Neil now one half of the Primetime Players hoisting Diego way up high. Diego though grabbing the arm with a huge arm drag there from midair. What a move as both of these teams are looking to bring home the brand new prize and be named the first time ever CCN World Tag Team Champion. As Darren Young is now the legal man in here for the Primetime Players. As he gets taken over there with a belly to belly. Darren Young in control right here. As he takes Diego over with a huge suplex and goes right into the pin here. As the ref counts 1. No, and not a 2 count, and Diego kicks out of it. It's Darren Young now hoisting Diego up. Diego, though, getting out of it, bringing Darren Young to the mat right there. Diego now tagging in his partner Fernando here. Fernando now the legal man for the Los Matadors. Darren Young drops down, floats over. Huge forearm shot there from Darren Young taking down Fernando. It's Darren Young here, taking Fernando to their corner. That's Darren Young Looking for something, but gets reversed right into a side Russian leg sweep there in the primetime player's corner. Fernando now with a stomp and dragging Darren Young away from his partner a little bit. As you see him stomp on that arm of Darren Young right there. That could very well remove this arm from the match. As he sweeps the leg of Darren Young right there. Fernando looking for a right hand, gets reversed. Sorry, that was a left hand and then reverse. Going for the drop kick, moves out of the way, and a huge forearm shot there from Darren Young. It's Darren Young now looking to capitalize, looking for a huge forearm shot, but misses. Fernando now with a side Russian leg sweep there on Darren Young. As Fernando remaining in charge here. Darren Young tagging in his partner Titus O'Neil. Being taken over there by an arm drag. And a huge drop kick to the side of the head there to Titus O'Neil from Diego. Now the legal man for Los Matadors. Diego now firing a huge left hand there to Titus, picking him up. Slamming Titus down to the mat. The strength of Diego being able to pick up Titus O'Neil. And now wrenching that head to the side there of Titus O'Neil. And just throwing Titus back down on the mat. Like I said, both of these teams want this so badly as they've spent the last few weeks going through this tournament, and they're finally here in the finals to be named the first time ever CCN World Tag Team Champion. Which team here is going to be able to keep that title and go down in history as the first ever CCN World Tag Team Champion? As Titus now bringing Diego away from the ropes and then sending him right back in, that shoulder hitting that ring post. As Titus now looking for something but gets shoved off here. Titus though with knees to the chest area of Diego and then one to the head. As Titus O'Neil looking for something but gets taken over with a backbreaker right there. It's Diego now tagging in his partner Fernando. Titus with a tag to Darren Young. The two fresher competitors into this match with a huge kick to the gut there. Darren Young reverses it though. Darren Young with an Irish whip to the corner, taking Fernando over to the corner now. As Darren Young setting up for, I believe, a suplex here. And he hits it, floats over right into a pin again as he goes for the one. No, and a kick out before a 2 count. Very smart tags in this match as both teams trying to keep their fresh man in here as he goes for a spinning neck breaker right there on Fernando. I'm surprised he doesn't go in for the pin here. Darren Young going to the second rope. Coming off the second rope with a huge blockbuster there on Fernando. Going in for the cover. Smart move here as he goes for the one. No, and Fernando kicking out before a 2 count. And a huge kick to the back there to follow. And stomping away now on Fernando. Fernando slides out of the ring though. Comes right back in. Gets caught again with an Irish whip going to the ropes. Darren Young drops down. Catches him with a huge move, taking him over in what looked like a belly-to-belly right there. Darren Young now taking him to the ropes, brings him right back into a backbreaker right there. As Titus O'Neil now the legal man in this match. As Titus now with an Irish whip to the ropes. Fernando coming back, dropping down, and taking him over right there. As Titus goes right into the pin. With a 1, 2, no, and he kicks out before a three count. Excuse me. Titus O'Neil with a huge kick to the back there. As he now has Fernando right in the corner. As Titus looking to capitalize, he tags in Darren Young here. Darren Young to the second rope, coming off with a double axe handle to the arm there of Fernando. Darren Young taking him over into a suplex. Multiple stomps now as Darren Young picking up Fernando with an Irish whip to the ropes, bringing him right back with a huge shoulder block. Darren Young with a leg drop now on Fernando and an elbow draw. And a huge forearm shot to the forehead there to follow. As Darren Young looking for something here. Fernando's getting up. Darren Young has him up on the shoulders. Huge gut check there from Darren Young, taking down Fernando. That could do it as he goes in for the pin here for the 1, 2, and no Diego's in to break it up before the 3 count. As Titus heading outside the ring. Diego following him as the fight ensues on the outside here. As Darren Young now going to the top rope here. Darren Young from the top rope with a huge elbow drop there on Fernando. Titus O'Neil rolling in right on top of Fernando though. Taking Fernando up, he floats through with a huge back suplex there. As Los Matadors are still alive here in this match. Diego now the legal man for Los Matadors as he's got Darren Young now. Taking him to the corner, gets the tag from Diego. Picking him up, we've seen this before, a double backbreaker there to Darren Young. Taking down Darren Young. Reversal though from Darren Young with an elbow to the face there of Fernando. Taking him to the corner here. Looking for the tag team move as Titus is now the legal man as Darren Young takes him up, plants him. What is this right here? An assisted suplex, dropping him right on Fernando. That could do it right there as he goes for the pin here for the 1. No, and Diego's in to break it up before the 3 count. But Tyson Kidd here, Titus O'Neil, not Tyson Kidd, as Titus with a huge Samoan drop again. Titus in control as he taunts right here. As the weakened down Fernando in this match is hurting. As he just takes him and throws him over into the corner. As Titus now calling for Diego if he wants something to get into the ring. Like I said, both of these teams want the win here. As Titus O'Neil with an Irish whip to the ropes. Fires back with a huge takeover there. As Titus now going right into the pin here for the 1, 2. No, Diego breaks it up before the 3 count once again. Darren Young though taking Diego out of the ring there. As Titus O'Neil setting up for something here as he's got Fernando up. Titus O'Neil dropping him on that knee right here. And then taking him over with the fall-away slam. We've seen that move before. As Titus O'Neil now picking up Fernando. Titus O'Neil with a backbreaker there on Fernando. Keeping Fernando right on their side of the ring. The smart tactics here. As Titus O'Neil with an Irish whip into the corner. Titus O'Neil setting up. We've seen this before. As the backbreaker followed by the elbow drop to the forehead from the second rope. Darren Young taking down Fernando. Darren Young taking Diego off the ropes. Going right into the pin here as the ref counts. 1, 2, 3. And the Primetime Players have beaten Los Matadors. They are named the first time ever CCN World Tag Team Champions. The Primetime Players, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, picking up the win against Los Matadors. What a match there. That culminates our CCN World Tag Team Championship tournament here as the Primetime Players pick up the win and become the brand new CCN World Heavyweight Champions. As we see this huge spinning neckbreaker there from Darren Young, taking down one half of Los Matadors there. And right here, the double team maneuver. No, sorry, not the double team maneuver. Just a tag into Tyson Kidd here. As Tyson Kidd with an Irish whip to the ropes. The drop down. And then that huge takeover there. The athleticism of Titus O'Neil here, taking down one half of Los Matadors. And then this move was what ultimately did it as Titus O'Neil with a huge backbreaker. Darren Young from the second rope with that huge elbow drop to the forehead. Following by Diego being taken off the ropes and going in for the pin for the 1, 2, 3. What a match here as the Primetime Players are your first ever and brand new CCN World Tag Team Champions. The Primetime Players victorious. As we move right into our next match here, this match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring right now is your current Intercontinental Champion, a member of the Bullet Club, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe looks to send a message here tonight to the 15-time World Heavyweight Champion John Cena, as Cena looks to capture his first ever Intercontinental Championship. And here comes the 15-time World Heavyweight Champion and the #1 contender for that Intercontinental Championship, John Cena. John Cena coming out here, saving Jericho this past Friday night on SmackDown as he was getting beaten down by a chair from Samoa Joe. John Cena definitely coming out here looking to send a message to Samoa Joe here tonight and to become to claim his first ever Intercontinental Championship. And that is what this is for right here. That Intercontinental Championship as John Cena looks to claim and Samoa Joe looks to defend. And here we go as we get this one underway and the bell rings. John Cena come out striking right off the bat. Samoa Joe there wins the lockup. John Cena now powering out with a snapmare and into the headlock there. John Cena with a knee right into the back of Samoa Joe. What a match this is going to be as both competitors in the prime of their careers right here. John Cena having a little bit of the experience edge on Joe, especially here in the WWE, as John Cena takes Joe over now into a side headlock. Joe, though, powering out of this, up to one knee. John Cena, though, with a knee to the chest of Samoa Joe, catching Joe off guard. You see Joe kind of caught off guard a little bit, kind of looking at John Cena like, how'd you catch me with that one? As John Cena now with an Irish whip, bringing him right back into an arm drag here. John Cena kind of out-wrestling Joe here in the openings of this match. Cena gets his leg caught, though, and gets taken over with a belly-to-belly. I spoke too soon as Samoa Joe firing right back. Cena, though, sweeping the leg of Joe on the way back up. Cena now looking for something as Joe catches a leg and takes him over with another belly-to-belly there on Cena. Samoa Joe looking to capitalize again as Cena rolls out of the ring to get some air. Joe following right behind him, though, knows that he's got to stay right on Cena in order to walk out of here still the Intercontinental Champion. Cena is not one to take lightly. Like I said, 15-time World Heavyweight Champion. It's Joe with these jabs here. We're at a 3 count as both these men fighting on the outside. Cena looking for the hard Irish whip and gets a shot here. As Joe now with the kicks to the leg here of John Cena, taking Cena down. No padding out there whatsoever. As Joe now picking up Cena. We had a 5 count, 6 count. Joe rolls back in, rolls back out to stop the count. As Cena now with an Irish whip into those steps, taking Joe right into those steel ring steps there. As John Cena now enters the ring. Taunting now. Cena now with an Irish whip to the ropes. Joe bounces off. Cena drops down. Floats over here. Right into an arm drag there from Cena. This match is for the Intercontinental Championship, so both of these men going to give this all they have. As John Cena with a huge clothesline there on Joe. Cena now looking for something. Joe catching the leg. Cena shoving him off with a huge double chops to the, look like the collarbone area. Cena, we're taking him up with a huge Uranagi here. As Samoa Joe right on the offense here. Slamming Cena's arm to the mat. Joe staying right on him. Picking up Cena now. As Joe taking Cena away from those ropes. Taking him over with a snapmare and a huge kick to the back there of Cena. As you see Cena wrenching there in pain as he gets that huge kick to the back there from Joe. Joe now bringing Cena into the middle of the ring. Joe taking Cena over with a huge back suplex right there. Dropping Cena right on the shoulders and the back of the head. Just right now, Joe's got all the offense. But I spoke too soon once again as he gets a back body drop here from Cena, and Cena's back in control. John Cena looking for something. Joe catches him, taking him over with that belly-to-belly once again. Whatever that move is, Joe is reading it every single time here. Cena catching a breather, coming right back in, looking for a clothesline, but Joe hits a huge spine buster on John Cena here. As Joe now taking up Cena. Joe looking for a move here as he takes Cena back into the middle of the ring, and another back suplex here. I hate to say it, but this is looking like Suplex City here for Joe here tonight, as he just keeps hitting John Cena with these back suplexes here. And then a huge, almost reverse suplex there. Going right into the pin here. This could do it. As no, Cena kicks out before the count of one. Cena looking for something as Joe fires back with a right hand. Joe with an Irish whip into the corner. Joe setting up, looked like the elbow, but Cena got the knees up and the huge clothesline there. As Cena now, he looks like he's calling for the AA here. Cena calling for the AA. He's got Joe up. Cena hits the AA, going right into the pin. That could do it for the 1, 2, 3. No, and Joe gets the shoulders up at a 3 count right there. Just before the match would have been over, Joe gets the shoulder up at the very last millisecond there. As Cena takes him over with a reverse suplex there. Cena now, you got to think he's got the distinct advantage right here in this match, after already brutalizing Joe with one of those AAs. But Joe putting Cena in the corner. Joe now taking Cena up top now. As Samoa Joe looking for something here, as he moves Cena's legs to the outside of the ring. Joe up top here as he hooks the arms of Cena. Joe from the top rope, and a huge like butterfly suplex there on Cena. Cena is down and he is hurting as he goes in for the pin. 1, 2. No, Cena kicks out before the count of 3. What a match here as both of these men fighting. DDT there from Joe though on the already down Cena, and the stomps to follow. Cena though firing back with rights and lefts here, taking Joe over in a suplex, but no, gets reversed into a neck breaker there, slowing down what little momentum John Cena had going. As Joe now slamming John Cena's arm to the mat. Joe now looking for something, takes Cena over with a snapmare. Got Cena's arm here, wrenching that arm back. Cena's trying to fight out of this here. And it looks like he is. Cena's a little bit of movement going. Cena with a left hand or right hand to the gut. That crowd here chanting for Cena as he hits that huge DDT. Cena now setting up for a huge sunset flip powerbomb. We see him pick up the win against Kevin Owens with that move as he goes for the 1, 2, 3. No, Samoa Joe kicking out at the 3 count there again. So close as Cena takes Joe up with a back suplex right there. Cena now. Cena looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle here on Joe. The you can't see me. As Cena now drops the fist there on the forehead of Joe. Cena calling for the AA once again here on Joe. If he hits this for the 2nd time, it's all over. As Cena gets Joe up. Joe with the elbow, though, to the head of John Cena. Cena, though, with an Irish whip. Catching him over in an arm drag right there. Getting back in control as Joe reverses the AA. John Cena. John Cena with a huge move right there, lifting Joe up right into a neck breaker. As John Cena looking to pull off the win here. Taking Joe into an Irish whip right into the ropes. Drops down. Cena looking for the clothesline. Joe, though, rolling up Cena here. Too close to the ropes as it gets a rope break. Samoa Joe looking for the quick victory here on John Cena. as he takes him over, and another back suplex right on the back of the head of John Cena. You gotta know that slows Cena down here. As Joe with these menacing kicks to the head of John Cena. John Cena though back up with a left hand, a right hand. Cena with a shoulder block. Cena with another shoulder block here. Joe misses with a wild strike as Cena takes him down. The 5 moves of doom right here. That's John Cena now picking up Joe. Cena taking Joe to the ropes right here. Hauling Joe away as he jumps off the second rope. Springboard stunner there from John Cena. As Cena now calling for another AA here. Cena calling for another AA. He has Joe up. Cena hit the AA here on Samoa Joe, going for the pin. 1, 2, no, and Joe kicks out at a 3 count once again. John Cena has hit Samoa Joe with everything possible, and Joe keeps kicking out of it. Cena's wrestled a near perfect match as he's taken Joe up top here. If anybody can pull anything out, it's going to be Cena. As Cena moving those legs of Joe to the outside. As Cena now looking for a superplex, I think, from the top rope. Taking Joe down. We've already seen one match end this way earlier in the night. As Cena now, what's he doing? Cena picking up Joe. Joe, though, reversing with a huge clothesline there on Cena. As Samoa Joe back in control here. Joe looking for something. John Cena reverses it with a right hand. Right hand's left from Cena. What Cena looking for right here is Joe now laying prone. Cena from the top rope with a huge leg drop there onto Samoa Joe. Cena's fired up as he's looking for something big here. Cena's got to pull out all the stops here to win that Intercontinental Championship. As John Cena now looking to take Joe over, but Joe takes him over in an arm drag. Samoa Joe, German suplex. Double arm hook, looks like a full Nelson suplex there. Setting up for a big one here. Joe with another German suplex, going right into the pin here for the 1, 2. Cena kicks out at a 3 count, somehow saving himself here. What a match, back and forth action here. Samoa Joe takes John Cena over there in a scoop slam. Samoa Joe now setting up for something. Samoa Joe, he's going to get it in. He's going to get it in. Yes, Samoa Joe has the Coquina clutch locked in. Samoa Joe's going to make Cena tap. Samoa Joe just made John Cena tap out here. As Samoa Joe picking up the victory and retaining his Intercontinental Championship. Samoa Joe getting that Coquina clutch locked in. And that was all it wrote here tonight. John Cena wrestling a near perfect match still wasn't enough. As soon as Joe got that Coquina clutch locked in, it was all over. As you see one of the AAs there from John Cena. And Joe still kicking out before a 3 count. As you see this huge move from Samoa Joe. This double arm hook butterfly suplex. What a move as Joe takes Cena from way up top. That had to shake up Cena there, but Cena's still able to kick out before the count of 3. Now, huge DDT early on in the match from John Cena. Taking it to Samoa Joe in this match, really giving it all he had as he looks for this huge sunset flip powerbomb. It's what won him the match against Kevin Owens. But it wasn't enough to pick up the win here against Samoa Joe as he kicks out before the 3 count. But this is a move that ultimately did it as John Cena was forced to tap out to the Coquina clutch. He had no choice as Samoa Joe locked that in. Samoa Joe retains the Intercontinental Championship here tonight against John Cena. What does this mean for the future? What does this mean for that Intercontinental Championship? As Samoa Joe victorious here tonight. He's telling people to come and get that title if they want it. check my channel. This is part 1 of WWE Payback right here on Cracka's Creations Network. The other part is uploaded on the same day. You just have to go click on the other video. It's part 2. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you on part 2 of WWE Payback.